lot of our patients that come in are faced with something that's difficult. It's emotional for them, and they want to put together a space, like I say, to take an elderly parent home, not always thinking about the things that they're going to need when they get there. Well, what you're looking at here is our attempt at putting together a bedroom mock-up. Patients will come in and they will need a place to potentially take an ill parent home rather than to put them in a nursing home someplace. They want to bring them home to kind of live out their life, as it were. This gives them an opportunity to come in here, to sit down, to take a look at what this space at home really is going to include. And there's an overbed table there. I never even thought that maybe that was something I might need, but you know what, that might work really well for you. We could take you through all that stuff here so that when you get home, you've seen it. When our guys show up with the bed in the truck and they bring it in, get everything set up for you, you've already kind of had the exposure to it. And a significant part of our business is the equipment and materials it takes to be able to do that. One of the things here is the lift chair. As we get older, body begins to fail us, and just doing something as simple as getting in and out of a chair is difficult. These chairs have a motor in them. They will stand you completely out of that chair so that you are almost at a full standing position to be able to, to get up and transition from that chair to a walker, to a cane, be able to get across the floor. But just that simple movement of getting up can be difficult. We carry a line of items that, by category, I guess we refer to them as aids for daily living. The items that people that have some disabilities are going to need to use all day long that, those of us that don't have those disabilities never think about. There's grab bars there to be able to support yourself getting in and out of the bathtub. There's another one there that actually attaches to the side of the tub to help you get over the, step into the tub. Folding canes that you can carry in your purse if it's something that you don't need all the time, but you just want to have, it available to you if you need it. We started getting a lot of call for digital scales. People wanted good high-end digital scales. So we found a supplier. It's called a Scali. They manufacture several different scales. We have 5 or 6 of them here. Very high-end, kind of medical grade scale that will do everything from just simply weigh you to the BMI, body mass index scales. We do carry a pretty substantial line of bracing. That poor guy looks like he's been in a pretty good accident. We've got, and you see on there, is the wrist braces, a couple of different kinds of those. We've got the back brace, give people some extra support there. And again, kind of take that all the way up, we have the pillows, the neck brace pillows for people that just have trouble sitting and need some extra support. Again, a lot of that stuff from this insurance standpoint, which is always the issue, some of that stuff is just purely over the counter. Some of it is covered by insurance companies. We carry a pretty broad grouping of canes. I think one of the things we've talked a little bit about is the idea of billing insurance companies for us. And some of the things that we face is people's expectations when they come in. They have a prescription, their insurance is going to get a cane for them, but there are very specific ones that your insurance is going to buy. So as is always the case, we all look for the Cadillac and then find out that the Yugo is what we can have. We have shower chairs, we have transfer benches, and we have those with and without backs, that is kind of depending on exactly what it is that you need. Again, some of it is depending on what your insurance is going to pay for. We are a dealer for Jopes. Jopes are the compression hose that made for both men and women. They come in a variety of styles and sizes, everything from short, knee-high kinds of socks for men, all the way through pantyhose for women. Well, we have a fairly significant service department. We do, I guess for the general public, we do wheelchair repair and service. We understand that this stuff is what you need to live. One of the things that we do in pharmacy is, again, through the compounding department, we do a lot of compounding for pets. We do a lot of pet meds. Again, something that you don't think of every day, but your pets need medications too, and where do you go to get those? Some of the things that pets are on are exactly the same thing that humans are on. I mean, it's the exact same pill. It's dosed for their weight, and those are the easy ones. But what we do, I think, that makes us unique is we do some compounding for them as well. Just all of those things that those of us take for granted is not having to have. There are people out there that these become the items that allow them to live on a daily basis.
We are at the pharmacy side of Watkins now, and I'm standing here with pharmacist Steve, and he is our compounding expert. And Steve, can you tell me real basically what compounding is?
Well, compounding is cooking. Rather than using flour and sugar and eggs, we're using powdered drugs to make up specialty medications that are needed maybe for babies or hospice patients or even animals.
So these medications don't come this way already. You basically have to make them up for specialty use.
Exactly.
And you said animals. Tell me a little bit about that. When would you need to make it? Because I know they have so many veterinary medications already, but when do you need to actually use compounding when it comes to animals?
Well, a lot of medications are developed for the human side, and veterinarians would love to get a hold of some of those drugs for vet use, but they just aren't available. The money isn't there in the veterinary market for them to produce something. So I take a human tablet or a human capsule, and I convert it into something that a dog or a cat can take and flavor it something that they would like.
So maybe, that they will take.
Yeah, maybe in a fish flavor for a cat or a meat flavor for a dog.
Oh, cool. Well, we are at the end of our tour, and it was fascinating, as always, of course. I've been in here before. I've shopped here forever, and I know some of my crew has as well. But I'd like to thank Rick and all of the rest of the crew here at Watkins for making this possible for Muskegon. And I'd like to ask you once again, if somebody is interested, maybe they haven't come here before, maybe if they haven't, they probably just moved here because everybody else knows about Watkins. But where do they come and how do they get in touch with you guys?
We're at 1391 East Sherman Boulevard, right across the street from the entrance of Mercy Hospital, just west of US 31.
And the phone number?
739-7158.
And have we got a website?
We have one that will be up here very shortly. That's kind of an e-commerce site that will allow you to buy some of the things that we have in the store directly off the website.
Oh, excellent.
And that's at www.watkinssurgical.com.
Excellent. So for any questions, get a hold of these guys and they can sure help you out. I know that by experience. And we will see you on the next episode of Building West Michigan.
So again, all that kind of unique stuff that, that we talked earlier about us being unique in the industry and what do we do, that, you have to go to Watkins for that. Those are the kinds of things that we've been associated with for years.